Well, a very good afternoon and welcome back here to Potters Resorts in Hopton-on-Sea for the Imagine Cruising 2024 World Indoor Bowls Championships. So let's have a look at what we have coming up for the rest of this afternoon. Well, up next, Nikki Brett against Billy Mellors. Don't forget then, for the rest of the day we have the 7:30 game as well. It's Michael Stepney against Paul Foster MBE. So that's a very, very interesting battle of the Scottish players. So this game's going to be really, really interesting. Nick Brett, household name here at Potters Resorts, taking on Billy Mellors. He's very, very experienced, been around the game a long, long time. He came through an extremely tough qualifier at the West of Scotland Bowling Club, which is just outside of the Glasgow main city centre. So this is going to be a really, really interesting one. Once again, we'd like to thank Imagine Cruising for holding these championships. Always great to have the big sponsors on board. Have a look at some of their packages, imaginecruising.co.uk. Don't forget this year as well, we have that 5% discount code. You must quote BOWLS24. That is available until the 28th of February this year. Lots of different packages for you, but yeah, whenever you make contact with them, please mention that discount code so they know you've seen their brand through the sport. That helps to continue going on with sponsorship, etc. Very, very vital. So we're going to hand down to the BBC very shortly. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you very much, Rishi. Yes, it's time to bring out the players for this, our next match. First out, we have a man who qualified through West of Scotland IBC to be here for his second appearance in the World Championships. Last week, he knocked out world number 9 to secure his place here today. Welcome out, Billy Mellors. His opponent for this match is a former World Singles title holder who earlier this week lifted his 6th World Championship trophy. Ranked number 6 in the world, it's England's Nick Brett.
Track length 26.5 metres.
Thank you, Rishi. Start of this game is always a little bit tricky as the crowd sort of leaves the arena for a comfort break after another fantastic final. I totally agree with what Catherine said. It was the best final we've seen, arguably ever. but certainly in recent years. But it was wonderful bowls, and we hope that the guys can provide exactly the same type of game.
For a start.
Can't ask for much better than that in the first two bowls.
Owen, how far down?
Shot bowl 3-inch gap.
No, my bowl. Sean.
Your bowl 18-inch gap.
Thank you.
Two red. Three red.
Well, I don't think there'll be any attempt to draw this. He's going for it anyway. My goodness, that's a confident bowl, Billy. Thought he might have had a pop at those on the backhand.
That's a very good ball.
Good effort.
Second.
One red.
Oh, second shot. That's a real bonus.
Brilliant.
Played that very well.
Your last bowl 9-inch gap.
Well, I think
One
Nick's
red.
thinking the same as what I was thinking. With Billy's last ball, he'll have a go at this. If he is, he has to be very careful because you don't want his own ball to pop out of the head. So,
I think if he drew the third bow, he's likely to draw this.
yes, I think he has to.
It was so close as well.
Oh, he's so close, isn't he?
He needs to hurry. What an effort.
Good stuff.
Really good head of bowls for the first end.
1-0, first end. Track length 27 metres.
I just take a moment or two to settle people here because there's a lot of movement coming in and out. So the players, Nicky normally doesn't worry too much about distractions.
correction. Billy Mellors.
Yes, as I was saying to Rishi, I've known Billy a very long time and played against him in international series as well. And he's just one of those really good guys on and off the rink, great to play with. Boys have been, ones I've certainly seen playing with him are always quite complimentary about it. And
One green.
good to see him having a go at the qualifiers. I tell you what, he's a brave man, because I'm sure the next day he could barely walk.
Yeah, it's one thing having a go at them, it's another thing coming through them, especially in tough fields.
5 games he played. Balls are all finding centre rink, so that's a good sign. Being a portable rink, it always does have a few creaks around the place, just the construction of it has to. I've noticed this year it's nowhere near what it has been. It's a much quieter rink to play on.
One shot, Billy Mellors. Set score 1-1 after 2 ends. Net length 25 metres.
Early opportunity for Nick Brett to bang another one in. Here it comes.
Took your balls. Played one here. Sits down at shot. Very good. On a flatter line. Quite have the conviction for that.
He's down again.
Billy's played well there.
Yeah, another very good ball. Both players are using strong bass balls. You don't get away with tight balls in this rink.
One away.
One shot, Billy Mellors.
Nick just looking for full contact of Billy's balls. Got the edge. Took the one away. Still one down.
Yes, just as a reminder, we're back to 9 ends again, of course, for the second round of the singles. I'll be playing 11 ends until the final. So 2 sets of 9 ends.
Track length 26 metres.
And of course, we've got the usual 3-end tie break if needed. And as we saw from the final just 20 minutes ago, that is a pressurised situation and very tense. This one looks better. All the way.
Good second.
Yep, even if it drops, still second, but that's a shoulder. So who's going to get there first? Well, once again, all the balls are meeting the centre rink, which means the lines are there. Probably drop away, I think.
One shot, Nick Brett. Set score 2-2 after 4 ends. Track length 28.5
Rosie
metres.
the dog, looking very calm and very relaxed as always. Both players have settled into this match very quickly. As I say, it's not the easiest one to do because of the movement and the change in atmosphere and even the change in temperature.
Fabulous opening bows.
If I'm off it there.
Just over half an inch.
Don't like over half an inch. That can move very quickly, so stay away from it and try and get to the back position. Super reply pipe, Billy, with his first ball. Look at this coming in as well. Needs to run though. Doesn't want to be short. Oh.
1 green.
Wouldn't be at all surprised if Nick hits this. Yeah.
That last ball was just increased the percentages down the forehand. Needs to hold.
Well, it was a walk in certainty, wasn't it? You know, it's he probably would have played it even without Billy's ball. I think Billy wanted to be behind it a bit further.
2 red.
From one very tight, single shot down to 2 up. 2 goes at this, but you have to make sure you're at least up for second. If he passes the ball, he's got a chance.
Settle now. He's played that.
Oh
my goodness.
Don't believe it.
Half a bowl.
How did that hold up to fall in?
It looked good. It looked like the pace was coming off all the way. Just got to the edge and fell in.
Yeah, I think as it straightened up, it seemed to straighten up, because normally at that stage it's start to bend very quickly and that takes the weight off. Unfortunately for Billy, he's going to face well, 3 bowls, but he has to be careful. Let's see what Nick does. He's on a much different line. He's on an inside line. Yeah, you can see the way that ball's swinging, but Billy might be forced to do the same thing.
Say again? Yes, last bowl.
Different line to his third bowl. Yeah.
Might be enough.
Touch helped a lot.
1 shot, Billy Mellors.
The shot, that's a big saving bowl. 3 down to 1 up.
It scored 2-3 after 5 out. Length 26 metres.
When Nick Brett played at the last Commonwealth Games, Billy Mellors was on the management side of Bowl Scotland, and to be honest with you, I think they probably still need people like that, because fantastic amount of experience in there. He knows how to impart that experience. And I'm sure the indoor game will be looking at that as well.
This is great stuff. Nick going early in the end.
Might get one.
Yeah, got one away here.
Knew it was wide, but at least taking the second shot out's not the worst result.
This is close.
Very well.
Nicky Brett. Go from the running bowl to the draw.
Oh, it's a beauty, it really is.
Yeah, just coming behind the jack really nicely. Didn't get the touch. Sat down. Finished really well.
The trouble for Billy is if he tries to go for the shot, he could make it easier for Nick to actually score more. Yep, that'll be too wide. He knows it. Slap the leg. Super shot by Nick. He doesn't have a lot of room to do it again though. Desperately unlucky to give it away, but be impressive to add another.
One shot, Nick Brett.
I think that was fairly deliberate.
Set score 3-3 after 6 ends. Track length 28 metres.
This is good. Yeah, missing a second chance.
Yeah, he's a very relaxed player, Billy, and I still think he can contribute at international level, especially in the number 2 position, Shan, in the rink, because he brings that calmness and experience with him.
He's been playing for 27 years in the team before he stepped down. I mean, that's a hell of a stint.
It's a long time. When you're bringing on the younger players, especially younger thirds and skips and back ends, you need a calm head there.
Well done, Nick.
Good effort,
Very
just
good
short.
second.
And green.
I think international teams need to have a mix of youth, and it's not that the younger players don't have experience. A lot of them have been playing for many years, but sort of a mix of ages I think is really good to have in a team.
It's a different sort of thing, it really is, you know. It's different than playing home. Internationals is a different world. Oh, it's a great goal, Billy. Great goal. Clean draw, side toucher. No, it's what people bring to it is the important bit, and but of course, selection is subjective, and you have to bring on the younger ones. But it's just a matter of giving them the opportunity. That's all. Of the calm head.
Timeout called.
Backhand runner for Nick. Needs to clear his own front bowl.
Yeah, looks
Go
under.
hard into the head.
Always looked a bit under on the way. Just shows you the damage that can be done when you're drawing well. Martin Kraft showed that in a game earlier today against Alex Marshall, and Alex had to play very well to beat him.
And we know how difficult some of these shots are to execute on here, so if you can put your opponent under that sort of pressure with consistent bowls and packing the heads, then
Two shots, Billy Mellors.
Don't think he was too concerned. Happy to take two.
5 after 7 innings.
Nick has 4 timeouts remaining.
Very little between both players here. Score-wise, there's 2 shots, but in terms of drawing and playing the running bowls,
Track length 29 metres.
well, Nick has to score this end. He won't want to go into the last end if he loses a single or 2 shots. Maybe 3 or 4 down. That's tough to get when you need it on the last end. Better by Billy Mellors, but still room.
One red.
He's trying with this one. Really close.
He's on a great line here.
Just not enough power to make it. Come up and have a look at this, because Billy will see there's a decent shot on for him unless Nick gets in with this one. Just looking at what's available to Billy here. He's got a shot which can play into that. The green ball, I think, not only has it been promoted, it might just get a nibble of the jack, but it's also, he can come off his own bowl and then get the angle into the red. So a number of opportunities on the backhand. The forehand's also
Billy has 4
available.
timeouts remaining.
Percentage shot is on the backhand, and a full draw on the forehand into the red one or turn the jack. He could also play the red ball out, but there's no guarantees what's going to happen. He's aware of the fact that it's only one shot.
What would you play, down the backhand?
I think I'll play the backhand, but it depends how you're playing. If you like the backhand, you can play it. It's a hard shot to play with a little bit of weight. So he's drawing on the forehand, but again, you have to narrow the line.
He has got the option of bowl or turning the jack round the corner as well, down the forehand.
Well, he had decent weight, but on that line, well, you needed slightly over the draw weight. If you're playing the way Billy was playing on the draw, that's probably why he thought, if I draw this, it'll be great. If I don't, I'll get a really good second. Go into the last end, 1 up. No, will it stop?
No, just over the pace.
One shot, Nick Brett.
Set score 4-5 after 8 ends. Length 28.5 metres.
Target for Nick will be to score 1. The second target is 2. To win the set. He just wants to get something out of it. Well, that was a chance they had. The second one was through the head, but Billy will be aware of the fact that he needs to increase the weight very slightly. Needs to stop though. Yep, he's just through a bit.
Red.
Not much, better second, but I would expect Nicky to beat it. Goodness, Shan, that's 2 chances.
Yeah,
Your
I
last
mean, you'd
ball.
expect Nick to be drawing inside.
22 inches
that
past
green
jack
ball
high.
all day
One
long.
red.
Shots available in the backhand too. He's keeping with the forehand. Obviously he prefers it. Has to negotiate the front red one. Doesn't want to turn it over. Well, didn't have the weight. If he'd had the correct weight, he wouldn't have been into the ball. He'd have been past it. But it's yet another chance for Nicky Brett. And I don't think he would have expected to have a third go to get a second shot in this end.
No, and he must capitalise with this bowl.
Timeout call.
Needs to settle now. Yeah, it's good.
Too many opportunities.
2 red.
Kelly would normally have been in there with a second or third ball. Now he has to try and save the set. And he's going to take a time out here. It's a draw either side. It's,
Billy
draw.
and Nick both have 3 timeouts remaining.
I think, Sam, really that you'll probably not draw second. You'll either draw the shot or lose 2.
Yeah, I agree. So sitting off of the back of either of those red balls on either side, as you say. Oh, this is very close indeed. Doesn't want the gap.
Oh, not the gap. Oh, come on, really? Oh, dear me.
2 shots in the first set. Nick Brett.
Wow.
I just thought that once Billy was in that vicinity, he would have been sitting on one or other of Nicky's red bowls. Very unlucky to get nothing and lose.
Would have thought the set's gone.
Back length 27 metres.
Brett takes the 2 and nicks the set. Tony Slater, do they play with a preset set of bowls or their own? How do they decide what shirt they're wearing? Well, the shirt they're wearing, first of all, is based on the fact that they're on the top of the draw. Whoever's on the top of the 2 draws, that's the way it works. And those are the seeded players from the beginning. But if you keep winning, that can change to a different colour. And of course you have to change your bowls. Some of the players have their own sets of bowls, but the World Bowls Tour have a pool of sets, which can be 30 or 40 of different manufacturers. And they have a choice to use those. As we see Nick Brett just playing. Looks like he might be getting the jack.
Flick to the jack. Didn't get it as clean as he'd have wanted.
The problem of having your own bowls is that the rink doesn't always play the same. You might want a stronger set or a slightly weaker set bias.
Two red.
Players that are sponsored are generally using the, well, they have to more or less use the bowls that they're contracted to use. So many colours available now. You see that a lot of players just arrive and say, well, you know, I don't have a green or a red set, but I've got a yellow set or a purple set or whatever they have, and but they can't use them.
Wouldn't be unusual for players to change the model that they're playing with throughout the tournament, either would it, according to the conditions.
Good ball, Nick. He had the runner and then drew right up to the edge of the ditch. Yes, the model can change. Generally they change between a slightly straighter bias and a full wide bias, but beyond that, that's about it. Manufacturer will generally be the same. Now Billy.
Needs to make contact or go underneath.
They made contact, the wrong contact though. Good question. It'll ask a lot about the balls. Can you repeat it?
Yeah, he has. That's 3 really good bowls. Wow. Played the runner, didn't quite get the connection he wanted, but backed it up with 2 really good drawing bowls to take a 2 in this opening end.
2-0, first end.
Yeah, just coming in here to add another. Side by side of his 3rd delivery.
Crowd still coming back from their little break after the ladies' final. Oh, Nick just caught there, just caught his eye there, but now reset again. Lucy Callan, we saw a look at it from the youngest person to reach the finals in darts. Who's the youngest person to get to the World Indoor Bowls finals? Well, he's not here at the moment, but Desmond Lai from Hong Kong is the youngest to actually play in the World Championships, but he obviously hasn't. He lost the first match and didn't get to the final. So we're nowhere near it, and he didn't make past the first round. But if we're looking at the youngest player to make the final, well, it's a different thing altogether. Let's go back a bit for that one. Trying to think, maybe Hugh Duff. He was quite young. Richard Corsi was quite young. Mark McMahon as well.
Catherine Regnault in the women's.
Yes, oh yes. Without a shadow of a doubt. And Desmond was 15 when he played here a couple of days ago and qualified when he was 14. And of course, he was escorted by his mum. So, he's been here and intends to stay right to the end of the championships. Close with this, Nick.
Nick having a really good look here. Well done.
Got it. Oh, he turned away.
He's unlucky. His bowl just fell back.
2 green.
Yeah, he got the contact. I said, I was right when I said he got it. Didn't expect his ball to fall away. Yeah, that's a good ball.
A good place there.
Yeah.
That's exactly where the jack's going if Nick's playing similar.
Yeah. It's one thing having the experience and the intelligence to know what to do. It's just that extra bit of what you need, concentration to put the ball where you want it. Certainly down on a flatter line.
Looking to lift his own bowl here. He's very close to it.
Took one
Back
out.
one, yeah.
1 green.
Removed one.
Yep, that's okay. If you're not going to get the shot, try and get second.
Timeout called. Billy has 2 timeouts remaining.
Really playing the brave shot here, trying to get under Nick's bowl.
Yeah, very brave shot. Might
Tucked to
roll
the
off
jack.
this though.
Yeah, this is a second option. Good result of that bowl. Made a good connection. Pace was always decent for the job.
2 shots, Billy Mellors.
Set score 2-2.
Yeah, he
after
did
2
have the
out.
weight to pull the jack right through here for 3 shots, but second prize off of Nicky's bowl for 2.
There's the acknowledgement of a fortuitous result. He was, as you say, Shan, playing the brave shot for 4. Great atmosphere right there in this match. 2 players, a lot of respect for each other, obviously, but they go back historically into international games. And good lead again, but the thing about Nick Brett internationals is he's such a quick player. He just gets on with things, and if he plays against a slow player, it's actually quite interesting. These boys are keeping the game moving. Yep, trying hard again. Better.
Well played, Billy.
Oh, that's super. That really is to miss the front ball by an inch.
Nick on the attack.
I was about to say he's going to be very unlucky there, but it's not the case.
Situation, please.
One green.
Nicky came out of that running ball quite well.
Yeah, he did. He's both finished in a really good spot, close second.
And again, it's under by the looks of it.
Got the green bow again.
Yeah. If that goes on the respot, it's not too bad. If it stays on within the confines of the rink, it's going to be a nightmare. Come back on the respot. So in the end, it's not a bad result for Nicky Brett because he has the last bowl. Shots at Billy Mellors or his line are quite far away, except for this one.
That's a good bowl.
So the next one will have to draw.
2 green.
Just needs to settle here to get a good second. Should have made second.
One shot, Billy Mellors.
Yeah, it was draw for shot, but make sure you get second.
Set score 2-3 after 3 ends.
Nick Brett, world rank number 6. Billy Mellors, the qualifier from Scotland.
28 metres.
But with a vast amount of experience behind him at international level and world level. Still not too many people recall this set.
No, it's very nip and tuck, isn't it? Exactly as the first was. Really going quick down here. Close with the jack, Corky.
Yeah, nailed it. Wants it to run though, wanted to run as far as possible. Stayed on the rink, been better if it had been binned right into the ditch. Good runner.
Yeah, wasted no time playing weight down the backhand when Nick put the second bowl in. Good ball from Nick Brett.
Line looks pretty good. How's the pace? Needs to run.
One red.
Expect Nagy to draw another one here. This is coming down a bit low.
He's got good pace though, he's just breaking under to count.
2 shots, Nick Brett.
Set score 4-3 after 4 ends. Back length 28.5 metres.
Sort of suits Nick to have a bit of a chat as well. Not all players do. It's generally a matter of whether they're comfortable in each other's company, but there's also some players who just want to concentrate the whole time. Might be the odd word between them, but You just want to hold that concentration. Seems to help Nicky Brett.
Yeah, I think it relaxes him.
What a reply. Oh, first time.
Brilliant start from both players.
He's enjoying this, I can tell you.
The quality is exceptional.
He's just loving this.
That's such a good ball.
One green.
It's clever bowling by both players.
I think Nick will attack this early.
Sort of feel he's on a slightly inside line.
Yeah, giving it a chance down this line.
Still struggling. It's the hardest shot, it really is.
Nicky. Sorry. Excuse me.
Well, he's in the area. Will he get down in time?
Not quite.
It's so close, these margins, they really are. Well, Mellors will still play this on the forehand because if he touches his own bowl, he can make another shot.
One shot, Billy Mellors.
Good effort. That was his cunning plan there because it was sitting nicely to get two, maybe even three.
5 ends.
As it is, they're locked in a very tight set. This one's going back. Probably looking for a short track length. Didn't make the required 23 meters, so Nick Brett is able to change the length. Moves the mat to where he wants it. This is closer to
28.5 metres.
so closer to 28 plus 28 and a half. advantage to Nick now because he can afford to reach this and turn that jack round the corner.
That's a great goal.
One red.
Just the one. If he'd have nosed it, it would have been 2, but still a very good ball. Can he get past?
He's passed.
Don't have the weight for that, no.
One red.
Shade
Another-
of green.
Another shot for Nicky Brett to have a go at this. Turn it round the corner.
Probably trying to get onto his own red ball and drop back.
One red.
Billy's fine if he gets the red ball nice and clean, but if he gets to the jack, probably going to be 2 down. A very deliberate shot at that angle.
One shot, Nick Brett.
Set score 5-4 after 6 ends.
Let's get out in the
28.5
players' lounge.
meters.
Keeping an eye on this game.
Yes, and looks like someone very, very knowledgeable about the game beside him, probably giving him lots of advice. Nicky Brett would be one of the favourites for this title. He's played very well in this match, but Billy Mellors has been giving him a hard time at 6-5 in the first set. And he had to get 2 shots to win that. It's 5-4 up. If he wins this end, he's in a strong position. Only 2 more ends to go after this, but Billy's got something to say about it. Yeah, that's handy there, though.
1 and a measure, red.
So 1 and a measure, and Billy's last ball will give him a shoulder to play off. It's not just as narrow a target. It's available on the backhand or the forehand. I think the backhand's better. I think you can look at that, because what I was saying about his last ball, he's got a shoulder there to come off onto that, or indeed onto the jack. If he comes onto the
Billy
jack,
has 1 timeout remaining.
it can come through here to his own green ball, get 2 out of it. Either way, it's a good percentage shot. Play a similar thing in the forehand. You might, I'm not sure if the angle's there for the 2 reds, but the backhand's a better shot. That's the hard pace. But he's going to stay on by the looks of it. I think Nick will try and cover that.
Yeah, I think so. That was a sighter for Billy. Sure, he'll be going again.
He won't want to give him 2 bites at it without a cover ball in place. Potential of losing 3. There's the deep one going in.
You favour 1 or 2 there?
This is a close one.
Slightly favoured 2.
I would concur with that. Needs to hold up because it's starting to swing.
Just under again.
Good effort.
Umpire, please.
1 in the measure. Really good effort. Thought he might have gone a little bit quicker.
1 red and a measure.
This is going to be 2. Makes a difference, a big difference in the context of the match and the set, because Nicky Brett gets 2 here. He's got a 3-shot lead, but Billy Mellors has to win the set, so it's effectively a 4-shot lead. He's under pressure then to score 4 more shots in the last 2 ends. Well, that didn't take long.
2 shots, Nick Brett.
Set score 7-4 after 7-8.
Francis Fletcher was able to call that not only correctly, but with some confidence.
Track length 28.5 metres.
Missed a chance.
Yep. Maybe a bit of a nervy bowl that.
Well, it's just if Nick is a little bit away with the first ball, almost 2 feet by the looks of it, you really think you need to get one in because he will adjust. See if he's managed to do just that. Well, he has. The problem for Billy here is he knows he has to draw this. You can't afford to play for the jack to be trailed. That's what he's done. Played it very well. Making the adjustment just like Nick did.
All on the pace here. Has he got enough to pull this jack right through?
No, but he might have enough to squeeze off it for two.
Yeah. Starter.
2 green.
Ooh, that makes it interesting.
Certainly does.
Yeah, I can go and have a quick look at this. Back position is against Nick. So I have a feeling he's just trying to draw this. You know, he'll be confident enough that if he gets onto his own ball and drops back,
Nick has 2 timeouts remaining.
he might get the shot. Unlikely, but he'll definitely get a very good second. And at this moment in time, that would be very handy. Going into the last end, 2 down means that Billy Mellors has to score a 3.
Nope, so a chance here for Billy Mellors. Big chance.
Not only that, but if he gets this right and he gets onto the red ball, there's a potential of falling back on the jack and making 3. But, this moment in time, just needs to drop on the red ball. He's got a slightly wider line than the previous one, and he's
It's a
close
really
to
good
this.
effort. Needs it full. Yeah,
Got
well
it.
played.
And he's
Well played.
Drop back on the jack just to make sure. That's a big, big ball with Billy Mellors. Massive ball.
3 shots, Billy Mellors.
He really needed that one.
This just makes such a difference going into the final end of the second set. He was able to lock onto Nicky's closest bowl, falling in, little touch of the jack, making sure of the 3.
That's what Nick was looking for. Just overplayed it. 1-end shootout for a place in the quarter-final for Nick. And a tie-break for Billy Mellors. I thought this would be an interesting game. I really did. I thought it might be the way Billy had been playing. He's very relaxed. Nick shake the head because he knows he missed a chance. That was just a bit quick. You could see what he was aiming for.
Yep. Trying to look on the back of Nicky's bowl.
now there's a chance.
1 green.
Right, last one, how far to?
4 feet.
Oh, he thinks he's heavy again. And he's right. Giving him another go at this, isn't he? Just maybe too many chances.
You can't see Nicky Brett missing 3 times. Good shot well as well.
Yeah,
Toucher.
that was the ball that Billy really needed to play.
1 red.
Nick just drawing the perfect ball here. Finishing right in front of the jack and touching.
Still got a shot on. He's got 2 back balls.
Yeah, the jack will move.
He has to make contact. And he can't go really quick at it, because if he does...
Timeout called. Billy has no timeouts remaining.
You know, the jack has to go through into the ditch, and the potential of catching other balls. Just below your picture, as you can see it now, are a couple of green ones waiting. So they have to go all the way through. If it goes all the way through to the ditch, then he's got a chance. Probably worth playing this a little bit on the quick side to force Nicky to save the set. Oh, that's very controlled weight. This is a hard shot. Yeah.
Not getting back.
Not quite. Good effort.
1 shot, second set and a match. Nick Brett.
Yeah, the weight was good to do the job. Just difficult to get down off a line. And Nick Brett, that gave him one heck of a scare, I can tell you. And he'll be delighted to get through that one. He really will. Billy Mellors put a lot into that. He really contributed to a fantastic game, but he's only 1 shot away from beating Nicky Brett.
1 shot in both sets. It might just go to a tie break. Billy can be incredibly pleased with how he played there.
Yep, I think he should be. There's no reason why not. He certainly played well. It shows that with the score line of 6-5 and 8-7. 1 shot both times. And Nicky Brett had the score on the last end. Both sets. We knew it was going to be a good game. We just weren't quite sure who was going to get on top early. But as it turned out, neither player did, because they were both playing so well. Nick Brett just putting a little bit of extra pressure on, and then of course to the ditch where he scored a double. But Billy was showing that just occasionally he can get a wee lucky one. But there was a lot of good balls in this match. There really was. A lot of conversion shots, but it was mainly the top drawer drawing, and that's the last ball that Nicky Brett played, and that was enough to get him over the line. Billy just missing. Obviously there'll not be too much in terms of the statistics on this one. There you go. Total shot scored, just that 1 shot on each set. Touchers very similar, ends 1, 10 and 8. I think Nicky Brett will be pleased, but he'll know that not only did Billy Mellors push him, but he knows he might have to step up another gear in the next match.
Yes, Corky, I think that's a fair point. Corky just mentioning there that whilst you'd be pleased, you probably think you'll have to step up for the rest of the tournament, and also that you were up against an opponent who gave you a proper test today.
Yeah, I thought Billy played great, probably better than I did, really. And as for stepping up, I don't know. You have to try and get through. Every game's different, every day's different. Opponents are different, all sorts of different jack links and everything. So I'm happy I got through today. We'll take tomorrow as another day.
Yeah, just tell me about that, because before the match we were listening to you chatting away in the preview, talking about how you deal with the pressure situations, and obviously a quip here and there helps diffuse those, but you still have to refocus when you're on the mat and ready to roll.
Yeah, there wasn't too many quips today, but you know, there is a pressure cooker situation. Try to win a world title here, so yeah, lots of pressure. We're all under the pump, so yeah, you just got to try and diffuse it any way you can and then refocus.
The other thing I heard you saying was that you don't really consider yourself one of the best in the world, despite the record that you've got here. You're a champion. You've won the pairs title 3 times. You've won the mixed pairs title 3 times. Is that just a tactic to take some of that pressure off you going into these events?
No, I am a sort of I don't want to say connoisseur of the game, but I know who the best players in the world are, and I'm probably not in the top 5 of those, but what I will do is try hard every time, and sometimes if they don't play as good as they can, I might just snick one I probably shouldn't win.
Well, you do it more often than not, Nick, so very well played today. You've got through. Best of luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thanks very much.
Well, there we go. Once again, another fantastic game on the portable rink today. Unlucky Billy Mellors, he played really, really well then, and great words there from Nick. So let's have a look at what we have for the rest of today. Well, it's the evening game, 7:30. Michael Stepney takes on Paul Foster, MBE. So that's the battle of the Scottish players there. That again has a great game in. I think it's going to be a really, really good game. It's going to be a battle of those first 2 bowls. So that's all we have time for this afternoon. So until tonight, goodbye for now.
I'd never been invited to do anything like that.
You know, the old days of the boring holiday are over, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen.